Hey, chicas, welcome back to another episode of It's for the Chicas. I'm Anaí.
And I'm Giselle, and this is episode 35.
Dang, I can't believe we're already on episode 35.
I know.
That went by fast because I feel like it took a while to get to 30, but now it's like, dang, we're almost at 40. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think it's a lot, period. I can't believe we got past 10.
I know.
And we didn't quit.
Man, remember all those struggles? The struggles were real.
Yeah.
But going into today's episode, we're going to be talking about, we had a comment on our Instagram to make an episode discussing back to school routines and how we're handling that.
It was
and
on
I guess
Instagram, right?
Yeah, and I guess we can just go into that. And then we have two topics that are trending right now that we also wanted to discuss. And so, yeah, we'll get right into it. So how have you been doing with getting set up or like started with back to school prep and everything?
Well, school hasn't started for Robbie. It starts on Monday. Today is a Saturday. It looks like I'm not wearing anything, but I have a bumper on.
No, I think it looks like you can see the black right there.
Okay, I'm like, I have something on, guys. Me and I don't just record in our underwear.
I know. That'd be nice though.
Robbie hasn't started school. He starts on Monday. He's Pasadena ISD. So, but I feel like because he went to school last year, I'm kind of prepared for this year.
Yeah.
I didn't go crazy like shopping last year. I think I bought him like 9 pairs of shoes. Why? I don't know why.
How did that just happen? It's okay. You were the one talking. Okay.
And then we met his teacher. She seemed so bubbly, so engaged. I'm pretty excited because last year's teacher was like a little shy. Okay. I know she was very engaged with them, but she was like, hi.
Maybe it was like her first year or something.
No, I don't think so. I think she had been there a couple years, but sorry. I know they're all different, but I really do like this one because it matches Robbie's energy. Yeah. I'm shy. I'm quiet. I'm an introvert, but Robbie's energy is like,
yeah, out there.
Yeah. So I very much am excited to see how this teacher engages with him because she has like his energy.
Oh, okay.
That bubbly engagement.
Yeah.
Like, she was walking around with a microphone and like having them say their favorite colors.
How cute.
It was really cute. So I'm excited.
That's cute.
And they posted like a billboard of all the teachers of first grade because they have like cubbies, like pods. So first grade's in a pod, second, third, fourth.
Yeah.
So
it's like their hallway, right? Like that's what you mean?
Not a hallway. It's literally you have to open doors to get into the pod. I don't know if they built it like that because of school safety. Because nowadays that's really sad, you know, what they have to worry about. But there's hallways, but there's a door you have to open to get into the first grade or second grade or fourth grade, and they're double doors.
Okay,
so they lock them.
Yeah, that's how it is with my lens.
Okay, yeah. And then it's a little pod of like little classrooms. And then in the middle of the classrooms, they have little lunch tables.
Oh, that's cute.
And the restrooms are inside the pod too. They don't go into the hallway.
Oh, that's
so they
cool.
never have to leave the pod.
I know my lens. She's pre-K, so her restroom is inside her classroom.
Oh, that's cool.
I know. I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing.
But so I'm pretty excited. We're pretty ready. He's ready too.
How does your routine change though?
I feel our routine. The only thing that's gonna change is because I work from home. It's gonna be peaceful.
Okay.
Not having kids at home while I'm working, but
yeah. What about the days that you go into work?
I think the days I go into work are and then after Labor Day, we have to start going 3 days a week.
Girl, and then I'm like, I wake up early, like earlier because she goes to school.
You do. And that's the thing with girls, you have to do their hair and stuff. Boys, I'm just like, comb it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, but not just that, like, Mylan like wants breakfast. Like, no, she wants me to make her lunch. Like, she doesn't want the school's food.
You don't make it the night before?
No, because she needs it warm. So I wake up in the morning and it's fresh for her, and I put it in her little thermos so it's hot and warm when she wakes up. If I make it the day before, I just feel like I'm gonna have to microwave that. And
That's what I would do.
I can't.
That's what I would do.
I can't. Mylan is so freaking.
But you're a morning person. I feel like if you weren't a morning person, you'd be like, I'd be like, make
Lunchables.
It easier for you.
Eating Lunchables, girl.
No, not Lunchables, but you would do the whole like make it the night before and then stick it in the microwave.
Yeah,
and then put it in there. Because I've seen too like TikToks where mom just add like a little bit of hot water and then they.
Yeah, but that's to keep the food warm, not to make the food warm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's because I do that with my lens, like boil water and make her share.
I used to make Robbie lunch last year, like the first half. And then he was like, I want to eat what my friends eat.
Yeah. Well,
so
my Len doesn't want to eat breakfast here. She wants to eat breakfast at school with her friends. But I'm like, no, because then I have to leave earlier so you can make it to breakfast.
Breakfast ends early.
Yeah. And I was like, I'd rather you. She's like, but they have like the cereals I like at school. And I was like, I'll buy you the cereal, dude. Like, because we don't really have like cereals here because she's at my mom's all week. So... Or she used to be at my mom's all week. And so my mom would make her like huevo, like, you know, like all that stuff.
You didn't have to worry about breakfast.
Yeah. And now it's like, dang, like I really got to wake up freaking early. And it was like a big emotional roller coaster for us because it was just like, dude, like I cried. Like I even like cried this morning thinking about it.
About school?
About school, yeah. One moment, guys. Yes, go ahead.
Can she what?
Can she have a chocolate?
Oh.
Dude, if I don't tell her yes, she's not going to get out of here.
Should have started crying at the door.
Yeah, but for me, it was super emotional. Henry cried too. Henry cried like the whole day. Like the whole first day, he was like, I keep getting TikToks of like people dropping their kids off and
the
stuff.
Algorithm.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, stop looking at them. And he would send me stuff. I was like, I'm not even going to look at it because I'm not trying to cry at work. Like, I was like, I don't want to know. But it was a big adjustment for us, like having her go to school and not knowing like what she's doing because I'm so used to like calling my mom like during my lunch or her sending me pictures of her and like we're here or this and that, and it's like dang, like I really like they're really leaving the nest, like even though it's just like elementary, I was like, but they really are like growing up, and I was just like, oh my god, like I was not ready. Like, I thought I was ready, but, like, I was not ready.
No, for kindergarten, I teared up, but I think what made me feel good was that my brother was there, too. Like, they weren't in the same class, but they were in the same grade. So, like, Robbie didn't walk in just not by himself, anybody. Like his teacher. Well, obviously, I dropped Robbie off, right? But I dropped my brother and Robbie off, so they walked together. Thomas would walk him to his class and then walk to his class.
Yeah.
So, I think that gave me a little bit of more comfort last year. And then slowly towards the end of the year, they just would walk their own ways.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I'm excited to see her like grow in that, like be more comfortable getting dropped off and stuff. But sorry guys, we're back. Yeah. Mylene is here and Henry's out of town, so she's being like a little brat.
She just wants to hang with the girls.
Yeah. But I was saying that, what was I saying? You just told me.
You're excited to see her grow into
I'm excited to see her grow in that, and then I'm just like
it's just
her cousins are there.
Oh, so they are?
They're in the same school with her, but they're in different grades.
Your sisters?
No, Fanny and Freddie's kids, the boys.
Okay,
they go to that school. And so I'm like, anytime I get like anxiety, like while I'm at work, I'm just like, and every day Fanny and Freddie have been picking up the kids. The kids go home fine. They're in 3rd and 4th.
Oh, they're older.
Yeah, they're older. Okay. So I'm like, they're good. Like, you know, like I was like, it's normal.
But do you get anxiety because you're like scared, or you're just like anxious more?
I'm scared that like somebody's being mean to her, or that like there's mean teachers, or there's kids that are like, they don't have manners. Like not everybody has manners. Like, you know, like there's some kids that are like, you grab whatever you see, like.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Mylene can like she would be
but
sassy. I get the teacher thing. The kid thing, I feel like Mylene would be like, bitch, back the fuck up.
No, but she's not like that, dude.
But you just told me
no, now that's why that's why
yeah,
because she's not like, when we're at parties and somebody's being mean to her, like she runs to me.
Oh, okay.
And so,
well, maybe because you're there and like she knows mommy and daddy are her protection.
Yeah.
So maybe in classroom she's like, I get to be mean now.
Because we told her, we were like, if someone hits you, you hit back.
Yeah.
And I don't care if that's bad parenting. Like, if you're on the other side of that, like, I don't fuck. But if you hit my daughter, she's allowed to hit you back. Mm-hmm. And then, dude, when Henry picked her up and she was telling him that a little boy asked her to be his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Henry sends me, like, he texted me, like, mad faces. And then I was like, he's like, oh my God, what Mylene is telling me. Dude, immediately I went into, like, mama bear mode. And I was like, I'm fucking going to the school. Like, fuck this shit. She's getting pulled out. And then he was like, that's some little boy. And then wants to be her boyfriend. And I was like, dude, like, you scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I was like, immediately,
you pissed.
yes. And then he was like, oh my God, no, not even. But like, we tell her, you know, like, we're like, if somebody, like, if anybody ever threatens you with like, don't tell your parents because this, I was like, nothing is gonna happen to us. Like, you need to tell us like anything. But
absolutely,
she likes going to school. So I'm like, okay, well, that's a good sign. You know, like, she was like, no, I love my teacher, and like the kids are, it is the beginning of the year, you know, like, but when I got there for her first day, her teacher did like give me her number, and she was like, oh, you can have my number. And then they have like a little app for, it's almost like a Facebook for the class.
What is it called?
It's called Class Dojo.
Okay, they told us to download it too.
Okay, yeah.
You have to pay for it.
No, you don't.
We do.
You have to, you can press the X and it lets you continue. Henry thought that he had to pay for it too.
Shut up.
I swear.
Seriously.
I'll help you, yeah.
I'm about to
and I was like, pay.
No way. Well, then let me unsubscribe, or because I did.
I was about to do the free trial.
I did the free trial.
And then I was like, wait, I don't even need it. Like, you don't need it. Wow. It's optional, like, for you to have, like, more stuff. But, yeah. But QB? As far as we can go into the schedules.
I'm about to unsubscribe real quick because I don't want to get $59.99 pulled out, bro.
No, but they charge it monthly unless you did it the other way.
Well, it was cheaper if you did the $59.99
I think it's like $5.99 a month if you do it that way, right? Something like that.
It's $4.99 a month if you pay the $60 up front, and if you pay $7.99 a month, it's $97 a year.
No,
that's a lot of money. And then I was wondering,
that's a lot of coffee. That's a lot of Starbucks trips.
And I was wondering, how do people? Okay, thank God for my job that I could afford it, but what about some, like, I was tripping. I was like, what about some parents who can't afford that?
Dude, that's what me and Henry were saying.
And I was tripping. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what me and Henry were saying when we went, like, to buy her school supplies and her uniforms. Her uniforms, I mean, I told you, like, 3 shirts, the dress, and a pair of socks was, like, over $100. And Henry was like, damn, like, she's lucky, and we're blessed because we have it, you know, like, we can do it. But what about the family that can't do it? You know, what about the families that like struggle and they like, and their kids are still going to those schools? And I'm like, you want them to go there, but it is cheaper for them to go to public school.
Well, like, honestly, no, well, that's not even what I was gonna say. Yeah. It's cheaper to go to a school that makes you wear uniform.
That makes you wear uniform.
Yeah, yes. Because you could wear the same 3 shirts over and over.
Yeah, but
because that was us growing up. That's my mom could only afford 2-3 shirts at the beginning of the year for all of us, and we would just rotate them. Yeah, I mean, you could only wear collar shirts.
Yeah, but imagine like $100 in regular clothes. Like, you can get a lot of clothes at Marshalls and Ross.
Hell no,
for $100.
No,
you can, Giselle.
No way.
If you know how to shop, you can.
Girl,
you can at least get
I mean, maybe back in the day, but it's expensive now. I went yesterday to Marshalls to get a gift, and I was like this is $30. This looks cheap, so I put it back. And no one's
no, you have to learn how to shop, because I buy Mylene a lot of clothes at Marshalls and Ross, and more Marshalls than anything.
I think Ross is cheaper than Marshalls.
It is, but their clothes is cheaper.
It's cheaper, yes.
So I buy Mylene like her little cute outfits for like Christmas and all of that. Like, I do Marshalls and Target.
But so I personally think uniforms is cheaper, because if you go to children's place,
if you don't buy a lot of clothes. It's cheaper if you don't buy a lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying, for single moms or single dads who literally only have $100 maybe to spend on clothes. Yeah, they can get a lot at like uniform places, like Children's Place. Right now, their collars are only like $4.99.
No, yes,
and their khakis are only like $7.99. So you could get a lot for $100.
Yeah, but that's if you're just going to a regular public school. Because Mylene's going to a charter school, so all her shirts have to have the school logo. Oh, so I did buy her like from Children's Place. Like, I bought her more maroon shirts and more white shirts and stuff, but then I still have to go and buy the patch, so me sale junto con pegado. I'm like, I'm still paying like,
the patch is expensive.
The patch is like, I think it's like 2 for $5, so they're $2.50. But I'm like, if her shirt was $8, I still paid like $10 for her for like the polo and the thing. You know what I
still
mean?
Personally think uniforms is cheaper.
That's what I'm saying. It's cheaper if you do like just a regular public school. Pero te sale junto con pegado when it's like a different kind of school. Like Mylene, I feel like it was expensive. And I think I could have found her like so much clothes at Marshalls if she would have gone to a school where they don't require uniform. But that's all I have to buy. So I do get you. You know what I mean?
So, but you have to go back to parents who can't buy a bunch of stuff at Marshalls.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
though. Yeah. Like, so not just that, like if your child goes to a school where there's no uniform, then you have to constantly buy them new clothes. So that's what I was about to say. So it is cheaper like in the long run, but it's still expensive in the beginning. Like you're still spending like just as much. Yeah.
But I think it's cheaper in the long run because
yes.
So what I was saying is, I think in the long run it is cheaper because, I mean, even if you go to public school, you could just make your kid wear the same 3 shirts over and over. But I mean, it kind of sucks for kids because they do get bullied a lot.
Dude, yeah. And then
and again, kids, like you said, kids are so mean.
And they're so like advanced nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, you would never know if somebody wore the same shirt every day. No. You would never know.
Because I just feel like they're so exposed to everything now.
Yeah. And now it's like, oh, you wore that yesterday? So it's like, dude, I still have to buy her like different skirts and different pants because... And then her school, the good thing is that everything's khaki.
Oh, like, that is really good.
You can't...
So for pants, you could go buy her own pants. Or it has to be...
Yeah, her pants and her skirts. Yeah. It's just her tops. So I did like stock up on like pants and... her long socks and
because then like skirts, you said, laundry, having to do it over and over. So I'm just like, dude. And then her children's place clothes hasn't came in. I ordered her, she has to wear solid black shoes and solid white shoes, but I didn't want her to look like a nurse with those long socks. So I bought her the glitter kids, like the all glitter little kids, flat shoe, and then I bought them for her the same in black glitter. I ordered those like a week before school started, and they've been stuck in Indianapolis with FedEx for like the past 3 days. And then her children's clothes also shipped through FedEx, and it's in Indianapolis right now too. Supposedly, you couldn't do a curbside for children's. They didn't have any.
They didn't have her size.
Dang,
dude, I know. So
I have curbside.
I had to order it online. If anything, I might just go tomorrow and get her like a couple more shirts, just because. But they're so expensive at that store. That's why I didn't want to buy them.
At children's place?
No, at the uniform store.
Oh.
They don't have her size anywhere.
I know.
Yeah. That's why she's an extra small.
Oh, dang, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's like, doesn't sell much. And then it's like, if they do find it, like they're going to take it.
My mom, and I don't even know children's place was around when I was young, but I think my mom would always go to
I don't think it was. We would go to uniform stores, like the cheap ones.
Yes, I think my mom would take us to uniform stores too. And if last minute, like, she couldn't find nothing, she would take us to Fiesta.
Oh, I didn't even know they had uniforms there. Yes. Dude, we would go to Fallas y Paredes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where we would get our uniform stuff.
Our mom would get us, and then everybody got one pair of shoes.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah.
But I thankfully would always take care of my shoes. When we were lucky, we would get 2 pairs, but that's all we had for the whole year.
But I mean, I understand it was 4 of y'all, right?
Yeah, that's what I tell Henry. Yeah. I'm like, damn, like.
It was 4 of y'all.
Dude, and then, this is like going to go off topic, right? But me pongo a pensar and I'm like, damn, like how did my parents do it with 4 of us? And like my dad was making $13 an hour. Me and Henry make, like a good amount of money. Way more than that. Yes, way more than that. And like we could barely afford 1 kid.
Because everything's expensive.
Everything is so expensive. And it's ridiculous. Like,
yeah, because when my mom, because she has Thomas, my little brother, she's just like, I used to buy y'all shoes for like $50. And now Thomas, he's still not in a big boy size, and his shoes are like $80 to $100. For one, yeah. Yeah. He's like, she was like, at his age, when I would buy y'all shoes, they were like $50. So I could buy 2 pair for $100. She's like, but now I'm buying 1 for $100.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
But my mom does say, like, thank God I have y'all, which is me and my brother Eric, because we do help her a lot with Thomas and Jazz and school stuff.
Porque si it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. If it's hard, like, as not a single parent, like, I can only imagine as a single parent.
Oh, for sure. And then literally the other day we were sitting at the table and we were, like, putting their names on
the school supplies.
And my mom was like, man, I remember when y'all were little, I would have to go to all those church events, all those drive-bys to get supplies for y'all because I couldn't afford it. And, like, she was just sitting there, like, in awe and, like, thanking God that she has. That's when she was like, thank God for you and Eric, because she's like,
she would have to be doing the same thing.
Yeah, right, she's like, I had to do that for y'all. And she bought some of it, and then we just, like, helped her with the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Heck yeah. It's so expensive.
And then going into like the routine thing, which we talked about a little bit.
So my routine, I think, let's just go off of what I have to go to work. Because I have to start going 3 days now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to wake up at 6. Thank God, Robbie's the only reason I get to wake up at 6 and not earlier than that is because his school is like 2 minutes. It's in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
So it's right there. I have to. The school doesn't open till 7:15, so I can't do anything. I can't drop them off until So I get ready at 6. I get myself ready first, so I'm done by like 6:30, 6:40. I get Robbie's stuff ready. I do give him a snack, so he does take a lunchbox with a snack and water. He wants me to take a snack and water, and then I start to get him ready, and then he'll get up, brush his teeth, I fix his hair, and then I'll go like sit in line until the doors open, and then I go to work. But
what time do you go into work?
I'm supposed to be there by 8. But once school starts, I get there a little later. They know I get there between 8:15, 8:20.
Oh, okay. Because it's far, right?
Yeah, Sugarland.
Yeah.
So, and then school traffic. Are you ready for that?
No, I'm not ready. That's what I was telling Henry. Right now, it takes me 8 minutes to get to my Lent school, but I pass up 2 schools, like on my way to school for HISD.
You think it'll take you like 15 or 20?
No, it's gonna take me like 20 for sure. Like 20, maybe a little bit more.
Them first 2 weeks are.
I know,
dude.
My Lent,
but they don't start till the 20 something.
Yeah, so I still have like this week still. Yeah. But for me, I dude, that's like I could not wake up at 6 and make it on time for my Lent. There's no way. Like
get yourself ready and her lunch, right? Because lunch, you do all that. Yeah. You get your stuff ready too, huh? Your food?
Yeah. Because I'm like, well, I'm cooking for her, so I'm not even going to meal prep anymore because I can just, whatever I'm making her, like, I'll make for me and Henry. De una vez. But I did tell Henry, I was like tomorrow, I'm going to go grocery shopping today. And I was like, and tomorrow I'm going to cook, like, all the ground beef, all the chicken. I'm going to buy, like, a chicken, like what are they? The oven roast chickens?
Oh, yeah.
A rotisserie chicken, rotisserie. Like, hecho, just so, like, the days that we, like, really don't have time to do nothing. I was like, and I'm going to put the chicken shredded, like, in a big bowl, the carne in a big bowl, and just, like, have it in the fridge already cooked. I was like, and that way, like, in the morning, whatever she wants, like, I just can calentar the carne or the pollo, like, into whatever it is that she's eating.
Smart.
Yeah. I was like, because that's what takes long. Yeah. Like, that's the part that's going to take long. So that's how I'm going to try to prep for the week. And then I don't want to cut her fruit up because I feel like se echa a perder más rápido when you cut it. So I still have to do all that. But for me, the routine so far has been wake up 5:15 the latest. I get myself ready first.
There's no way.
Dude, yeah. And then, dude, I woke up at that time Friday and I didn't even do my makeup. And I got her to school on time because she wanted breakfast at school. Oh, okay. So I was like, if you want breakfast, like I have to be there by 7:15 so she has like enough time. So I told her, I was like, no, dude, like you're going to eat here because I'm not leaving work. Like I don't want to be at work that early either. Yeah. And I don't want to have to leave the house that early and get nothing done. So wake up 5:15, get myself ready. But I've been getting myself ready like 20 minutes, like just like light makeup. Yeah. And then I get myself dressed before I start cooking because that way I'm like, I just like cook. And then I'm usually done by like 6:20 with like her lunch is like prepped, like fully like as the food is cooking, like I start packing like her little cheese, her goldfish, her strawberries, little gummies that she wants in there. Like I start prepping that and then ya la levanto como a las 6:30. But since she's going to want to have breakfast here, because she's a girl, I have to, like, put her socks on, like, her hair, the hairspray, the gel, like, make sure that it's not going to move out of place. Dude, I'm going to show you a picture of her. When the first day of school, she came home intact. Like, intact. Yeah. Nothing happened. The second day of school, Henry sent me a picture of her. No chongo, the bow, we don't know where it was. Dude, I really thought she lost her bow, and I was sad because that was the big this big gold bow that I bought her for her first birthday. And I was like, man, like you left that at school. She was like, yeah, I just don't remember. And then I was like checking her backpack earlier and I was like, it's right here. Like I was so happy I found it. But vino a dar like completely like the opposite. I was like, yeah, she's comfortable. Yeah, she looked like she got in a fight. I was like, okay, well, she's comfortable. But that's how my mornings have been. And then I got to work pretty early, so I was like, okay, like that means I'm gonna be able to stop at coffee after I drop her off, and then go to work. And then after work, Henry's been the one that's been able to go pick her up. And it takes him like a good 40 minutes, like to get there, wait in line, get her, and then go back to work.
That pickup line is,
dude, and especially like the principal sends out an email and they're like, the first 2 weeks, like it's gonna be bad.
Hell yeah, it's bad. Yeah, you're in there for 40 minutes isn't bad for me and Robbie. For Robbie's school, it would take me like an hour and a half to get to him, and I don't get it. Like, and then after that, like I pick him up in like 20 minutes, but
it's just what the first couple of weeks.
Everybody just wanted to pick up their kid the first week.
I think so.
I don't know.
I think it's that, and then like people aren't used to the routine. Like if they're new parents to that school, so they don't know like the way it works. But yeah, it didn't take him too long to go get her, and then he brings her back to work with him, and she's at work like 10 minutes, but she goes like to his side, and then she leaves with me, so I get to come straight home. And then she's been doing dance now.
Yeah.
So my dude last week, oh my God, I was tired. Like I was exhausted.
We're really going to have to start recording on the weekends now.
I know, but it's okay. I'm like, it's okay. Like,
because we got used to the weekends and we got used to weekdays, and then now we're back on weekends.
Yeah. And then with school and the kids' extracurricular activities. And then Mylene, like I didn't want her to do the hip hop. Like I didn't.
Why?
Because I was like, that's another day for me to go, you know? And so
she wants to do it.
She wants to do it. The dance teacher asked her on Thursday, she was like, are you coming on Monday for hip hop? And then she was like, what'd you think about it? And then I was like, I don't know. Like, I felt like it was a little too advanced for her. And then my little one's like, but it was only my first class. And then the lady, I think her name's Jessica, she was like, no, she was like, you see, like it is because it was the first day. And then she was like just explaining to me like the first couple of days, like the first 2 months, they're kind of just learning like techniques. Mm-hmm. And she was like, and then like a little bit before recital, because they have recital in December, she said that they start learning like an actual dance, that's the dance that they're going to do and nothing's going to change about it. And she was like, so you can always record her and then like have her practice at home. Yeah. And then I'm like, but then if she's in 3 dances, dude, I'm like, that's a hip hop outfit. That's like her little jazz dance that she does, and then ballet. And I was like, that's more money coming out of my pocket. Like all those outfits. Like, yeah. And then her schedule.
Does she like all of it though? Jazz and
she loves it. She loves it. She loves ballet because she just like ballerina, you know, Mylene's so girly. And then the jazz one, like the little, that one's called Intro to Dance. That one she likes because it's like more upbeat and
like a pop.
Yeah, like a pop. Yeah. And she'll like come home and she's singing the songs and everything. And then the hip hop, she just thinks it's so cool. So I was like, okay, girl, like I guess. But my schedule's gonna be super full now because
I know, because you have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, huh?
Yeah.
And then Robbie's practice are Monday and Wednesdays. Yeah. And then once games start, they're gonna be Fridays and Saturdays.
Dang.
Yes, girl, we about to.
That's what I'm saying. The good
hustling on everything.
The good thing about Mylene, I'm like, at least it's just during the week. Like I don't have to worry about waking up early Saturday. You know, like Robbie, you do.
Yeah, for
like it's games. During the week and weekends. I wanted her to do softball though.
She said no.
She said no, ma'am.
You don't know, I'm girly.
Said, yeah.
What do I look like on the field in the sun?
Dude, literally, it's too hot. It looked.
Me
she told
sweating?
me we would show her TikToks of like little girls playing softball, and she'd be like, "Nope, that looks too hard. I don't want to do it."
Me doing hard work? Never.
Literally.
But yeah, I mean, I think it just takes every mom to like.
It takes a while to
get their routine down. See what works better for you. If it does work better for you to get in the mornings and do the lunch, or sometimes at night, because some kids aren't picky and they really just want a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Yeah, and you could do that at night.
Yeah,
you could prep everything at night and be done. So it really just depends on getting your routine down.
I blame my mom for Mylene being picky though, because
she spoiled her.
Like grandma's cooking, who doesn't love that? You know, she's like she wants fideo for Monday. So I gotta wake up early and make that fideo. And then she's like, and some quesadilla, some green spaghetti. Like, she don't want no regular lunch.
Yeah. Robbie. So. But, okay, so Robbie used to eat. And I think he's hitting that stage where he's just like, wants junk food.
Oh, Mylan.
Because he wants like pizza, popcorn. He wants snacks, and I'm
That's
like,
good.
dude, eat food. No, he needs to eat food. All he wants to do is snack, and I'm like, stop snacking. If you eat your meal,
you wouldn't be as hungry. Yes. Yeah.
So we're in that stage right now. We're like, stop it. Because before that, when he was a baby, I showed you, Tao Panzon, he was the chubbiest little kid ever.
Yeah.
And then once he hit, I think until 3, he was still chubby and he would still eat whatever. Like, he would eat. And I think after 3, he started like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I'm like, you were never picky. Where's this coming from?
That sucks. Because
he doesn't want his eggs and pancakes to touch. And I'm like, what? You never did that.
See, I'm not ready for that because my lens not like that. And like earlier I made migas con huevo and I was like, Henry doesn't like onion. Okay. But I have to make his separate. And since I'm making his separate, like I'll make my lens with his so she doesn't have to eat the onion. But my lens don't care. Yeah. So today I was like, I'm going to make migas con huevo. And she was like, no. And I was like, I'm not cooking twice, girl. Like it's just me and you. And she was like, okay, fine. And then she looked at it and she was like, does it have tomatoes? I was like, yeah, you like tomatoes. Oh, yeah, that's right. I like tomatoes. And she was like, okay, but I want some cheese and some ketchup on it. And so I was like, okay. Y like, como que le quería hacer, like, I don't want it. But then she was like, oh, it's good. I was like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So most of the time, too, I'm like, Robin, you ate it before I ate it. And he'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you do that?
Yeah, but like, why do I have to remind you that you've already
exactly?
Had this?
And he'll ask me that too. Do I like tomatoes? Yes, bro. You like tomatoes. You eat salads with tomatoes. And oh yeah, that's right. And then he'll eat.
Yeah, Mylene likes the fresh too.
I'm like, you're annoying, dude.
They're so funny. But before we go into the next topic, we can take a quick break.
Okay.
But we're back going into we were going to go into the Dojo Cat thing.
Yeah, and they had sent me some TikToks, and then I was like, So I started researching a little more. And so I was looking at comments, too. So what are your thoughts? Are you against it, or do you think you're just like, oh, they're digging too much into it? It's just music.
No, well, the things I had seen, I didn't see the song until like the thing you had sent me. But before her song was even released, like they were talking about how on her threads she was literally going crazy with people,
like her fans.
She was being rude, like extremely rude to like a whole other level, and she was like, somebody was like, you wouldn't be anywhere without your fans. And she was like, I didn't tell y'all to support me. Like, y'all don't have to support me. And I was just like, what the heck is going on? Like,
oh, someone told her, say you love your fans or something like that. And she was like, I don't even know y'all. I don't love y'all.
Yeah.
Or she's like, I don't love y'all. I don't even know y'all.
Yes. And I was like, what the heck? Like, and then, okay, so that happened, right? And then like, it was like the whole Cardi B thing, where somebody threw water at her and she threw the microphone. And then it was Lizzo that she's being sued now for she has a lawsuit against her from her backup dancers because she's extremely rude, like sexual harassments, comments about weight to her backup dancers.
She's big.
Yeah.
How's she gonna make comments?
I don't know, dude. But it's been like, and I was like,
hey, but the Cardi B thing, ouch. Period.
What, her throwing the mic?
Hell yeah, girl. Don't throw no water at me.
But did you see the full video before where she was saying, throw water on me because it's hot in here?
Oh no.
Yeah. So a lot of people, I was on Cardi B side too.
Because I was like, hell yeah, I've done the same thing too,
But she said like something about like, it's hot in here, like throw some water on me. So the girl threw water, and then Cardi B got mad. She was like I didn't say on my face or whatever. Like,
and so I was okay, I get that. Yeah. But before seeing that, I was like, okay, what's the problem? Like, she disrespected her. And Cardi's freaking hood. So come on. Yeah. Cardi's ghetto.
I know.
So of course she's
But don't you think like all of them at the same time is putting such a bad name on like people that make it that come from the ghetto?
Well, okay, so now that I know what she did, but I was also hearing that fans were throwing stuff at people, like on stage. Yeah. What's her name? That Latina one that just broke up with, they had Raul, they had an engagement.
I don't know.
What's her name? They threw like a whole piece of fruit at her face and it hit her hard.
At Cardi B?
No, La Latina. I don't really listen to Spanish music like that. You know that. I listen to old school Spanish.
I don't know.
She sings like reggaeton. She was engaged. No, I know Karol G. She was engaged to...
Oh, you're talking about Rosalia.
Rosalia. Did you see they threw a whole freaking fruit at her? It was a big ass fruit and it hit her like right here super hard while she was performing. Oh. And then I saw that they threw... What did she do? Well, I don't know, but I also saw that they threw a phone at Taylor Swift when she was that. And then they threw something at Bruno. Was it Bruno or Harry? I think Harry. They threw a shoe at his face, and so also too. I don't know if like
all of that has to do with anything.
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of fans throw stuff at, but I think that's disrespectful to throw your stuff at somebody performing. Because when I went to the Bad Bunny concert too, people were throwing shit at him left and right, and he was like ducking it.
That's stupid.
That is so disrespectful. He's literally performing, and you're gonna throw shit at him.
Yeah, I do think that is disrespectful, but I feel like all of that, the way they've been reacting, I don't know if it's like Hollywood trying to send a message or like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it's more of a conspiracy thing.
What do you mean?
Like, I just feel like, why are they making them? Because like, Cardi B is ghetto, but you've never seen her throw her microphone at a fan.
No, but she has done other ghetto stuff. Like, she's been in fights and she doesn't like people talk back to her.
But you don't think it's weird that it's like Lizzo, Cardi? Like, I would have never thought Lizzo was like actually like a mean girl.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's like money getting to them.
I really do think money is the root of all evil. So like, once money gets to your head, it shows your true colors. Either you're gonna go bad or you still stay true, humble to yourself.
But you don't think all of that, like, okay, like with Doja Cat's thing, like it's not all like a ritual?
Doja Cat is a completely different story from those two.
No, but you know how Hollywood makes them like go crazy? Like Miley Cyrus when she was like in her crazy era. And that other guy singer that also had like a satanic thing at the show. It was like I think they're just not.
I think people aren't just hiding it no more.
Oh, okay.
But my thoughts, like, I just like, a lot of people would just say like, oh, it's just music. No, it's not.
I don't think so.
And I think people will just say like, oh, you put like God in it too much. But I do think like the devil, Satan, like he just doesn't care. Like he's out and about now. Like it's and people have normalized it so much that it's just, oh, it's music. It's fine. You're digging too much into it. It's not that serious. But I really do believe whatever you feed your soul, whatever you watch with your mind, I mean, your eyes, just like self-help books. When you read them, you know, you're training yourself, you're healing, you're being, what is it called? Consistent with like doing some practices to self-help yourself. It's the same thing if you're doing rituals in your mind. I mean, your mind's gonna go freaking crazy.
I think so. I don't think that it's normal. I don't think
it's normal at all.
I just don't think how it's so okay. Like how you said, like people would be like, oh, you put God into everything. Like they're putting the devil into anything. And
why can't I bring God into it?
Yeah, like you don't care. Like you don't care that they're bringing the devil is out and about like that.
Yeah.
And like you don't care. Like that doesn't bother you, but it bothers you for me to say like something about
Jesus
God.
loves you.
Yeah. Like, it's more offensive to say Jesus loves you than to sing a song about the devil.
Because to people, it's like, well, if Jesus is real, all these bad things wouldn't happen in the world. But at the same time, too, but you normalize, like, worshiping Satan.
Yeah.
So how are you, and you're contributing to be, like, doing the wrong in the world, which I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. Okay. So let's not say I'm perfect because I'm not. But I do think that everybody contributes to doing evil too in the world. So I don't understand why they're like, oh, but if God was so powerful, why wouldn't he come down? And it's like, well, if you know your Bible too, like he said us to be free to choose whatever will we want to choose. So if people choose to worship Satan, they worship Satan. If people choose to kill, they kill. If people choose to steal, they steal. Mm-hmm. But so going back to Doja Cat, I do think that the conspiracy theory of, I've heard that you have to humiliate yourself in front of the world, and that's like a part of their ritual to sell their soul to the devil so they can be famous. Mm-hmm. But I mean, in her new lyrics, it literally says like, I don't need fans, like I sold my soul, like.
Yeah. And then doesn't it say something about like she's done doing it like God's way because God didn't show up or something, so now she's gonna do it like the devil's way or something like that. Like it says something like the lyrics were something about like she's basically not gonna do it God's way. She's gonna do it like,
I haven't like studied or read them all, but I know the one where it's like I don't need my fans no more, like,
yeah.
And then something about the 4 horsemen and the end of the world or something like that.
Yeah, I did hear that.
But I mean, to me, some people may say, "Oh, it's not that serious," and it may not be to you, but to me, like, I'm not gonna support that song. I'm not giving my money to that song. I'm not gonna play that around my kid. Like, I'm just not gonna. I'm not listening to it,
dude. But how you said earlier, like, it's kind of like everywhere, like. And I know, like, people, it is. I know people love Karol G, and this is just me. Like, we don't do evil eyes. Like, I don't have anything evil eye around here. And so many artists use evil eye as like part of their albums. Like, it's just like a little image somewhere. And to me, like, I can never like.
That's like them throwing it in there somehow that they believed in New World, like witchcraft or any like. Yeah, you're still believing in something else, and that's just. I mean. To your preference, everybody's preference, right? But for us, I know where you're coming from. Yeah. Like, nothing is more greater than what we believe in. So we don't believe in an evil eye.
Yeah, no, but también, like, Karol G just dropped, like, a new song or something. And I've seen, and I'm like, to me, like, that is so freaking offensive. Like, it's I haven't heard it. It's what is it? It's a picture, like her little album. I haven't heard the song either, but I just don't like any of it. It's like a pink background, and it has like a little angel drawn, but then the angel has devil horns, and it has like it's like an angel devil, and I don't like when people use like angels to add like little devil character drawings to it. So like I don't like that, and I feel like it's very offensive to anybody that's religious, and it's like. People are so offended by. I don't think
offensive, disrespectful.
Yeah, but it is okay. Yeah, disrespectful, but como quiera, like you disrespect people nowadays, and it's a big deal by calling them a girl when they want to be referred to a he. You disrespect people as far as like
she doesn't have it on her page.
He, she, they. No, it's on the album.
But don't they post their albums on their pages?
No, not all of them. They'll post like a little clip of the song or something.
It's not on there. She don't got it on there.
No, but it's on her album. I didn't say
no. I know, but I went to go to look at her page to see if I could see it because I don't follow her.
Yeah, no, me neither. But I've seen people.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at it now.
I've seen people like post the song or whatever. Y ahí sale el monito.
But she has a bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're like kind of creepy.
Yeah,
the bees, the heart,
everything. And
then the angel has a snake on him.
I told you. It's weird.
Yeah. But people will say like we're digging too much.
Yeah, but to me it's not digging too much. Like
and it goes back to what you're saying, like that you do kind of believe in that conspiracy of Hollywood that they have to sell their soul.
Yeah. I do think so. Because they're big artists. Like it's not like just regular artists doing this. It's like people that are gonna sell out arenas. Like you know, like it's not just like anybody.
Yeah.
So
they'll throw it in there, but people don't pay attention to the songs. They just love that one like heartbreak song, and then they don't listen to this other song where it says like basically says like, "Hey, I sold my soul, or 666 God or 666 God or I don't need fans. I've already signed a contract or like they don't listen to all that, and they're just like, oh, it's just music. But it really does.
It's like
into
like hidden in plain sight, basically.
Yeah, I mean they're not even hiding it no more though. You see their performances. You see their the one you said, the one that performed at what was it?
It was an award show. Yeah, the VMAs or something.
Something like that, and everybody was satanic or red, covered in red, and his half bottom was like a goat, right?
Yeah,
like the devil. And then what is the song?
I don't know what the song
shop.
Say. Yeah.
Hell.
I just remember seeing it all over TikTok.
I don't freaking know.
Like, oh my gosh.
But yeah. And then Doja Cat when she was covered in all the red. But then too, like she'll post like her tattoos and stuff, and half of them are like goat body, half of them are That's woman. Scary. But people just think it's history.
Or it's art.
It's art.
Yeah. Dude, we could get canceled if somebody were to see me laughing at this, like calling it art.
But people do think it's art. I don't know, but it's just our opinion. Like to us, maybe it's just like, oh, it's cringe.
Yeah.
To me, it's cringe.
To me, it's just
I used to love Doja Cat. And now I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you? Are you going through a midlife crisis, or did you sell your soul? What's going on?
Yeah.
And then people would just like fight with you and be like, she just doesn't care what people think, which, I mean, Miley Cyrus went through that too, but she didn't post a bunch of like evil stuff.
Yeah, she didn't.
She just cut her hair off.
She was going through it.
She was going through it, but she didn't post the devil and her and blood. Yeah, Miley Cyrus has always been loving to her fans.
Dude, I love her. I feel like she's actually underrated. Right?
Yes. And then Doja Cat, she came out, I think she went live or something where she was just telling people like, I don't care. I don't care if you follow me. I don't care if you're my fan. I don't care if you, or some shit like that. And then, and then they're coming after her too because she's dating somebody who was like a SA predator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know his story though. I won't comment about that because I don't really know it. But supposedly, like he was SA.
I had seen something about that. I think you sent me about that.
Yeah, he has something going on, and and they were telling her like, how could you date somebody or defend him, or and she was just like, suck it.
Literally. Speaking of suck it, Yaritza y su esencia was the next topic we wanted to talk about. But give us just one moment. What? We'll press play again. The circle.
You're gonna have to edit this,
dude. I know. Okay, sorry guys. So I wanted to talk about Yaritza y su esencia and how they're getting a lot of hate. Talking about being canceled in general. Yeah, it's been a big thing because they did an interview. I think it was in La Ciudad de Mexico.
I think I watched a little bit of it, like clips. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I won't. But from the clips, like they asked her what she likes about Mexico, and she said nothing.
No.
Or what did she say?
No, they asked her what she liked about Mexico City or like being in La Ciudad de Mexico, and she was just like, oh, I like it. She said that the only thing she didn't like was waking up in the morning al sonido de like the ambulances, like everything, like because Ciudad de Mexico was like super, the cars, everything. And then but she was like, she had like a weird face about it, and then she passed the microphone over to her brother, and then he was like, yeah, like I like it, but the food here like basically sucks. And
they were saying California was better, huh?
No, Washington food was better.
I see, I'm way off. I only watched it like once.
Yeah, and that the Washington food was better, y que en Washington le dan más sazón a la comida que en Mexico, like
Washington.
And then they passed it over to the other brother, and the other brother was like, yeah, I don't really like it. Like that he was saying like he didn't really like it. Y esto y lo otro, and that es que a mí me gusta más el chicken. Like that's how he was saying.
Chicken. Oh, he did. Yeah. Yes, I remember now.
And basically, like they were just saying like they don't really like they never said I don't like Mexico. Like they were just saying like what they were interviewing them about and stuff, and they've been getting a lot of hate for it because Mexico is who makes people like them, like la música regional, like all that stuff. And they are saying like, dude, you would be nothing without people from Mexico. You would be nothing without Mexico. How are you gonna say Washington has better food than freaking Mexico? Like que tienen mejor sazón and all this stuff.
Have they responded to any of that?
Yeah, they did an apology video, but not all of them came out. Only 2 of them came out.
But Yaritza came out.
Yeah, Yaritza came out, and she was like, oh, we wanted to apologize. Like, we never meant it in that way. Like, we do love Mexico. Like, I feel like you just can't take it back, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and to me, it's just like, when, I don't know if you ever used to watch Nuestra Belleza Latina. Well, the first ganadora was Alejandra. And she, like, they were asking her, I think she was on a live or something, or she posted a TikTok, and she said, like, honestly, when I saw it, like, I didn't think anything bad. And she's like, but I knew, like, they were going to eat them up. And she was like, because me dio como, ay, qué ternuras, cositas. Like, you can't just say whatever you want in an interview nowadays, because it's going to cancel you.
Yeah.
And she was like, to me, like, it didn't offend me. She was like, but it was like, dude, like, you can't say
people
that. Like,
your fans are gonna come for you.
Your fans are gonna come for you, basically.
I didn't think I was like, when I saw it too, I didn't think too much of it either. But I see why the fan said something.
I didn't feel like it offended me, but it was like, dude, what the hell? Like, you can't say Washington food's better than Mexico. That was
that's
the only
part. Like what?
Yeah, like what the heck. But then they posted a video. Like then more stuff started coming out, right? Because obviously, once you blow up like that, like they're gonna pick and knit every little negative thing you've done. So they posted a video that also went viral on TikTok where they're getting tacos from like a taquero, and in Mexico, like they put the Coke in a bag and they give you the straw. Yeah. And Yaritza makes a face like that.
Like, what the fuck? Why they put in the bag?
Yeah. Literally. But to me, it's not like, oh, what the fuck? Why are they putting it in a bag? To me, it's like, ew. To me, that did like, ay, que sangrona, dude. Like, how are you going to represent Mexico and their music and not even know where your origin is from? Like, not even know, like, your background or, like, your ethnicity or... Like, you can't do it. And then,
I saw TikTok videos where moms are putting Cokes in bags and giving it to their kid. Like, you're not going to embarrass me when we go to Mexico.
Yeah. Like, and not just that, dude. I do feel like it does have a lot to do with the way you were raised. Because I highly doubt Mylene and Robbie have never seen that. But if you were to give that to them, they wouldn't be like, ew.
No.
I don't think that they would be like that.
No.
Mylene wouldn't, for sure. And I do think they would be like, oh, what is that? They would
probably
question
would
it.
Be like, why is it in a bag?
Yeah, but they're not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna like, like hacerle el fuchi.
Yeah,
and like you just can't. So I do feel like it was the interview wasn't as offensive as like them going and like haciendo el fuchi a los tacos.
Yeah. But bringing that up, like that's why I do what another episode want to talk about, like the whole growing up and that we're Latinas and we want, like, you grew up probably a little more Mexican than I did, even though I lived in Mexico.
Yeah.
But
I do feel like
get
that's a whole other episode.
I do get that because but what I wanted to say was like I wanna research and stuff, like speak on stuff, but I can't speak on it because I wasn't originated really bit like her. Like I wouldn't have gone over there and done that
without researching. Yeah,
or no, I wouldn't try to represent Mexico and like then do that. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, that's why Broly and Evelyn asked us on an episode, like, because we're toward the chicas, like, didn't he ask us something about being Latinas and are we going to try to dive into that? Yeah. And I think we do want to, but also, like I said, I do want to research. I lived in Mexico, but my mom, when we came back, we still didn't grow up super Mexican or very we grew up more Americanized.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't say too much things about like Mexico or stuff like that. But I lived there for like 5-6 years but I was little. But that's what I mean. Like I wouldn't try to represent being Latina and not really be super Latina.
That's going to be on the next episode. I'm just kidding. But I guess we could end it there. We will talk more into the Latina now that we're both like understanding
Mexican
what we
culture.
Meant.
We'll say that
culture. No, it's both.
Hispanic, Latina, Mexican culture.
All of the above. I know. What do you check off for what is it, race? Because
because it's only white, native, white, African American,
other.
I think I do other. Or Asian.
No,
Asian's
there's no other.
There
there's no other. So you have to choose one of those.
I think I do white.
I do white too. Because I'm like, it's white.
I'm white.
Right. Dude, also I want us to do the ancestry thing where it tells you, or like that percentage where it tells you how much % you have in you that's like Mexican.
Have you ever seen those TikToks where it's like, I have 1% of black African in me? And he's like, that's so black king.
I saw that one. So I was like, man, that would be fun to do for the podcast to know where we're really from. But we're going to go ahead and end it there. I hope you guys have a good week. This will be dropping the week of probably like around Labor Day. No. The last week of August. Is it the last week of August?
Yep, because we have the one we recorded, the one that messed up that we couldn't drop this past week will drop on the 17th, and then we have one for the 24th, and we have 31st.
Okay.
So we have 3 more drops in August.
Okay. So this will be dropping when it drops, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye. Oh, real quick, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, everything. And also, we haven't forgot about the giveaway, so don't forget to subscribe.
We have to get to 300 subscribers.
Yes. And we're going to make a post about sharing it once the episode drops next week for Thursday. But bye.